Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus, and we're a day late and a buck short, but we're going to still report the five winners. The Minnesota Vikings victory over the Cleveland Browns. Minnesota Vikings just dominating the Browns yesterday. We have five winners from that game, and there's some guys that were winners that we're not going to mention. I'll give them honorable mentions before we get into the actual list, but before we do, subscribe to the channel, like, and comment, and you'll feel better about yourself. So let's talk about the five winners. Before we get the winners, let's just do the honorable mentions. Jaron Hall, I think he was 4 for 5 through the beautiful bomb to Jashawn Jones on that play, who made a nice catch. He played well. Nick Mullins played well. There was guys who it's Jaron Hall's not gonna make the team, or maybe if he does, he's practice squad. But you know what? We kind of wrote him off, but we're going to call him out for having a good game. So well done, Jaron Hall. And again, well done, Nick Mullins. You should be throwing well against a second team and third team defense like you did, and you did. So well done. Let's go to the winners, though, the big winners in this game. Let's go to another guy who I just mentioned, Jaron Hall. Was it too little, too late for him? Is it too little, too late for Lewis Cine, who balled his ass off? We can finally say it. Lewis Cine showed up in an NFL football match. Lewis Cine came to play. He had 10 total tackles, a sack, tackle for a loss, and an interception. The only thing with the interception, he didn't get up and run. He just laid there. I think he forgot he could. Probably shocked he caught it. Couldn't believe he was making plays. But Lewis Cine, he looked the part yesterday. It's been a long time coming, but he did it. The question is he done enough to make this team? And we kept 6 last year. Will we keep 6 again? Maybe. Lewis Cine, he was out there on special teams, so that's the key part to making the team and being involved. So he showed he could play. I don't know. I'm not going to say he's on this team yet. I'm not going to say he's not on this team, but Lewis Cine finally stood out, and we're gonna give him some love for that because he played his ass off yesterday. Lewis Cine, well done. Let's go to Kenny Nwangwu, second good game in a row, running the football, looking like a true running back. 7 carries. 45 yards. I think he averaged like 6.7 yards a carry. So Kenny Nwangwu, finding holes, looking shifty, busting through tackles, fighting through tackles. Again, I didn't know if this guy was going to be like a running back on our team or just a returner, like he's been all his career. But this is 2 games in a row now where he's looked like a running back, and he averaged 6.43 yards a carry. So I'm actually kind of excited about him being running back 3 on this team. I think he can handle it, and hopefully the Vikings trust him now and let him run the football if they need to rely on him. So Kenny Nwangwu, again, one of the surprises to me of this preseason, the way he's running the football. And the run game as a whole has been really good these 2 preseason games. So hopefully we stick with that. This one I thought was pretty important. Camus Grugier-Hill, 5 total tackles. I think I was making plays all over the field. Definitely a core special teamer. We all know that, but also, a primary backup to our inside linebacker group. Grugier-Hill was he was hitting guys sideline to sideline. He was hitting them in the middle. He was busting through blocks, making plays. Brian Asamoah is faster, but he doesn't make tackles. So I didn't keep 2 inside linebackers for backups or just 1. I'm not sure what they'll do there, but Grugier-Hill making the case for himself against the Browns with his 5 tackle performance. Again, I thought he actually maybe would have had bigger numbers. He seemed to be on every single play there in the first half. So very impressed with Grugier-Hill, and makes me feel good about some linebacker depth that we have now on this team. Let's go to another guy just continues to ball out. Tristan Jackson. He had about 8 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown last week. This week he does it again. 3 receptions and 39 yards and a touchdown. So Tristan Jackson, I think he secured himself a spot on this wide receiver depth chart. Whether it's 4 or 5 or 6, I don't know where that's going to shake out, but he is definitely making this team just looking like a playmaker out there. And when you're out there playing for a job against other second stringers, you want to be the one who stands out. And Tristan Jackson was the one who stood out yesterday. And he did it last week. So 2 great games in a row for him. Well done, Tristan Jackson. And let's go to another one here. And, maybe this isn't the sexiest one, but this is one that's going to make a lot of Vikings fans feel good, and it's going to be a key part of our season. That's our kicker. Will Reichard was perfect on the day. You see him down there in the corner. Look at that happy little guy. Will Reichard, 2 for 2 field goals with the long of 41, and these things were dead center, like just right down the middle, no question about it. 3 for 3 on his extra points. Greg Joseph could never. Will Reichard making us all feel very good about our kicking game after the second preseason game of the year. So well done, Will. Curious to see if he's going to stick with that old number 46 or if he's going to change his number when everything's settled and this roster's decided. But I kind of like him being 46. I want to stick with it. All right. Those are my 5 winners from this game. We got a kicker. We got Lewis Seen. We got a receiver, running back, and an inside linebacker. So let me know if you who else impressed you against the Browns. Again, the whole performance of this team was impressive yesterday. So we'll come back with our losers video next, which isn't as fun. And it's actually kind of harder to find 5 losers in a game like this. But let me know in the comments. Do you agree with the winners? Do you have more? And also keep your skull in your hole.